I got a call from a chicken company a little while ago, and they were asking if I would write them some recipes for an industry magazine. And I said, okay, that sounds interesting. Then when the samples showed up, it was a bunch of skinless, boneless, grocery store package type chicken samples, and I thought it was kind of weird that they didn't even send me like a whole chicken. Like, you're sending me boneless chicken tenderloins and ground chicken? I was a little insulted. So I had a lot of fun with the recipes, and I'm going to show you something interesting to make with chicken tenderloins. So I'll start out by taking some of the sinew off here. Just have a little paring knife. Take off the sinew, and for each one of these little roulades I'm going to make, I just use 3 tenderloins. After the sinew is gone, the next step is to find each one of them has a little tendon inside the middle. So I just make an incision with my sharp little paring knife. Make sure to sharpen your paring knife because you're doing some very fine detail work here. And I'm just going to follow the sinew here. You can see that white part there. And I'm just going to cut right down the middle. So I have my tenderloins cleaned here. The next step is to lay out a little bit of cling film, and then I'm going to put my tenderloin pieces down, and I'm going to alternate thick pieces and thin pieces. And they don't have to be perfect. Now what I'm going to do is just season it with a pinch of salt, and then I'm going to brush it with a little bit of beaten egg white. And the egg white is just going to kind of help it adhere. Perfect. Just a little bit. Now the fun part. Roll it up, and then just give it a little bit of a roll. And there you go. So this is just going to kind of help it keep its shape. Clean it up a little bit. You could tie this if you want, or you could just put it into the freezer just like that. But basically, you're going to put that into the freezer until it's half frozen, and it's going to look kind of like that. The next step is to lay out a little bit more cling film, and we will loosen up our package of chicken there. And I'm going to lay down some minced black trumpet mushrooms and fresh chopped thyme. Open up our chicken package. Then I'm going to brush the chicken with a little more beaten egg. Just a little bit of egg white. Now I put that onto the mushrooms, and you just roll it up to coat them. You want want a nice thick coating on there. And then from here, we roll it up again. But this time we're going to use 6-inch pieces of cured fatback, also known as lardo or white prosciutto. So I'll put the chicken right there. I'll brush the lardo with a little bit more of the beaten egg white, just to ensure that everything sticks. And then I'm going to roll it up for the last time. If you don't have lardo, you could easily use bacon. Just make sure it's nice and thin. And then we'll roll it back up in the plastic, making sure that we kind of get a seam here so it overlaps a little bit. And roll it back up. Cinch it up again. And there you go. Then you're going to put this in the fridge to kind of help the lardo seize up and tighten, and then you'll sear it in a pan and brown it on all the sides. Put it in the oven, cook it till it's done, and slice it and eat it kind of like a roast. And there you go. Something fun to make with chicken tenderloins.